So welcome to the end of the 2050 season. In this calendar year, we've been crowned the champions of the Europa League. And we also have a few other competitions now. We have a European South American Challenge. We also have the Super Cup against Newcastle. I would tell you who we played in the European South American Challenge, but completely forgot. We definitely played a South American team. It was definitely a Brazilian team. Corinthians. No, not Corinthians. The other C. But we have the Europa League. We have the League. We have this European South American. We have the Super Cup. And we have the Domestic Cup. That's a chance of 5 trophies this season. Rosario, that's who we played. Now, annoyingly, because it's the 8th of December and we play this in July, I can't open up the actual... Oh, yes, I can. Doesn't matter. So, we lost this game 1-0. Bit annoying because these type of trophies would be nice to add to our cabinet. The worst thing about it, I think, is 17 shots to 2. We absolutely pummeled them. We really did. Possession-wise, I don't understand how it's so low because we dominated. But somehow, we lost this game. Now, we also lost the Super Cup, but the specific teams who you can't just have to hold your hands up against. And Newcastle United are a class above us. Champions League winners, they put 5 past us. So, unfortunately, we did lose the Super Cup. So, that's Europa League champions, runners-up in this European South American, runners-up in the Super Cup. We still have 2 more. So next up to look at is the Cup. So we won the first round 7-0, then 6-2 over Sotra, beat Mjøndalen 2-0, Sandnes 5-2, Brina 4-1, before 1-0 victory over Viking, and a 5-0 demolition over our old club Eggersons in the final. Now I also know what you're thinking. Oh, I thought in the last episode... Wait. Oh, I thought in the last episode you were a bit unsure about sticking around with Lillestrøm. Something told me, stick it out for now. Just stick it out for now and see if you can keep developing the club. And also, you were very close to chasing down the Netherlands in the European coefficients, and I feel like I'm the one who can pick up the points we need. That's 4 competitions down, 2 trophies. The Europa League and the Cup, and 2 runners-up in both European competitions. Let's have a look at the transfers in over the summer before we recap the league results. So in terms of outs, unfortunately, Sauer has left us. Disappointed about this. I honestly thought he could be a fantastic rotation option for us. But he just started kicking up a fuss, demanding to leave. So he has left us for 2 million rising 2.5. This is the worst one. For 1.9 million, rising to 2.3, our academy player left wing back Anderson. So he wanted to leave. I obviously refused. Some players then come to me and said, you should let him leave. I said, okay, we'll let him leave, 8 million. So went through another month. Then they came to me and said they can't believe I'm holding him against his will, and they are now going to consider their futures. They end up going for 1.9, rising to 2.3. Shocking. And also, William Ahmed has gone. We were at the top of our foreign player list, and I just decided to cash in on him. So he's gone for 1.1 million. It's roughly what we paid. So in terms of the ins, I brought in 2 central defenders. We were short of central defenders with ability to pass a ball. So first off, Everson Manilor, who we signed from the team who just beat us. So we picked him up for 875k. He's going to play some games for our B team, I hope, this season, and get some games for our A team. But he does look a very, very good central defender. Really pleased with him. And then this next one, El Ashe, for 500k, rising to 750. 18 years old when we signed him. He's now 19. Really, really pleased with him. I think he's a very solid central defender. Again, both of them have 13 passing ability. I just think we needed people who, at least when they are on the ball, are a little bit more competent. So them two signs coming in, both of them aren't guaranteed first team slots for us, but it just adds a bit of depth. The only issue with them two players were they were foreign players, so I think over the winter window we do need to look at bringing in some homegrown talent. So in terms of how we've done domestically in the league, you can see we had a decent June with only one win. Before we went into July, where we picked up 3 wins and 2 draws. The draws against Molde and local rivals Vålerenga. Before August saw us pick up 4 victories in a row. And then went into September, where we drew against Egerton, lost to Sogndal, and drew against Ulkisse. Very disappointing results. Moving into October, very busy month with Champions League games as well. You can see we actually held our own, very solid with 5 wins and 1 draw, before going in November, where we got 2 wins and a defeat to Molde. And that saw us end up finishing in 2nd place, 3 points off top. So it's gone Bode Glimt, Lillestrøm, Bode Glimt, Lillestrøm, and now Bode Glimt again. Now, yes, I'm not happy we didn't win the league, but for where we were in the middle of the season, I thought second half of the season we really knuckled down. We really put a lot of time and effort into the formation, the tactic, the team. So with the season now over, 2 trophies in our bag. Now the only issue with playing a January to December one, as soon as our season starts, the board are happy that I reached Champions League group stage like they asked me to this season. It's like, no, that happens in July. So you can see only 1 trophy on the board here, but we know we've got the Europa League as well. Ah, come on. On to the new arrivals, then only 2 players came in. 8 starts, 8 sub appearances, 4 starts, 4 sub appearances, 1 goal, but both of them central defenders. Not a lot to recap in terms of ins. In terms of season results then, the board gave me a C+ because they are pleased that we did challenge for the league. And we were expected to qualify for Champions League, and we did. Final finish was 2nd with a 98% attendance. So, well, we are moving into a new stadium, so it is nice to see that we maxed that out. Super Cup, runners-up, and then obviously the Cup we won. So, games to remember is the Lazio game and stuff. I find it very annoying that they don't look at the Champions League, the Europa League run. So, in terms of our reputation, we've now gone up to a 4-star national. We are the highest reputation club in Norway now. So, I took Egerton to that. I've now took Lillestrøm to that, which is nice. In terms of sponsorship, 2.96 million, which is up from the season before. In terms of broadcast revenue, that's gone up as well. Corporate and hospitality is down by a little bit. Competition prize money is up by 10 million. And matchday commercial is down by just a tiny bit as well. With Allemann, Zadro, Guttorpsrud, Yanti, and Lingstad selling the most shirts, 7,677 sold. In terms of our best 11 then, I've got to say, I would say that's our best 11. I love the fact that academy player Henriksen has now come in and become just our first choice right back. In terms of awards then, Fans Player of the Year is Guttorpsrud with 7.3. Young Player of the Year with 7.4 is Zadro. Sign of the Season is El Akhri. Guttorpsrud Goal of the Season. Top goal scorer with 30 goals is Allemann. Guttorpsrud with 14 assists is the top of that. Most player man of the matches with 9 is Guttorpsrud. Highest average rating Zadro 7.4. And most passes completed in 90 minutes with 70 is Kodra. Now in terms of competition awards, UEFA Europa League Golden Boot winner Allemann. UEFA Europa League Young Player of the Year Allemann. Norwegian Player of the Year Allemann. Norwegian Young Player of the Year Allemann. Now, also, what I want to... Sorry, Henriksen. What I want to also let you know is Allemann has been crowned European Golden Boy. That's another Golden Boy on our list. So, but absolutely over the moon. We won a cup. We've got another one on the board. And if we go to the Hall of Fame now, by the way, I do just want to mention, nationality-wise, we are 2nd behind Bob Paisley. We are closing the gap on him. If we go to nation-wise, we are 2nd, closing the gap as well. And I do think we'll close that down soon. In terms of European continent, we now are in the top 20. We've just snuck into the top 20 there. And hopefully we can start moving up there, chasing the likes of Ottmar Hitzfeld, Jock Steen, Ocker Buruk, etc., chasing them down in the very near future because points-wise they're quite close to us. Yeah, it's fairly impressive in terms of worldwide. We are a couple of points behind Philip Scolari, but I do also think we can get in the top 20 managers of all time in the whole world very quickly within a couple of seasons if we do stick around with clubs that are close to winning things. Now, the reason I say that is there is still a chance I do move on maybe at the end of the following season. Our contract is up at the end of the 2051 season. The only thing that's considering me not moving on is I've arranged a couple of signings and we are starting to piece together a very, very good side. So, let's recap the nation, shall we? Berglimt won the league. We came second. Molde, Stabæk and Vålerenga joined us in Europe. Going down is Stjørdals Blink and Ranheim. So coming up is Hønefoss and Bryne. Going down from the second tier is Asker. Grorud, who were in the top division last season, that's back-to-back relegations, and Alta. From the third tier, coming up is Fredrikstad and Kongsvinger. Going down is Ålesund, Uppsala, and Grorud's B team. So Ålesund are going down to the fourth level. They are a top division side at points during this journey. They were in Europe with us not so long ago. Tromsø just missing out on going down to the fourth tier. And in the second side of it, we won the division. The first time we have won the division with our B team. Simon Borg, who is going to move up into our first team, finished top goal scorer, 26 goals. He is going to still be available for the B team, but he is going to be on the bench more for our first team because, well, I did say if he kept scoring, I'd ignore the work and teamwork, and he is scoring for fun. I think I'm going to have to ignore it. But going up in that division is KFUM Oslo. Going down is Sarpsborg have gone down. Rosenborg's B team and Viking's B team. Now from the next level, the fourth level of Norwegian football, I had to point out, Mjøndalen are down there not even winning promotion. That's crazy. Look, in 2039 they were a top division side. They are now going to be in the fourth level of Norwegian football. And I also noticed in Denmark, Sønderjyske, who are a top flight side, are close to relegation to the fourth level as well. So there's some big clubs around Scandinavia dropping like flies at the minute, which is just crazy to see. Also, Lyn missed out on promotion back up as well. Obviously one of the most famous clubs in Norway with 2 top flight titles and 8 cup titles. Now we are going to end the season very good financially. 184,000 a week we're spending, we have 528 to spend. I'm curious where we are compared to the rest of the teams in the league in terms of spending and salary per annum. Sorry, that's transfer spend. Salary per annum. We're actually the 5th at 8.44 million. So Molde, Berglimt and Egerton by a mile still. Okay, that's nice because we've actually built a squad where we're getting to the point where I'm just happy with what we've got and I'm not really looking to move on or sign anyone. So if we can keep that together, we're not spending massively on wages, yet we have a side which I think can knock on the door of Champions League glory in a season or two. So looking at our 11 that ended the season, Lyngstad in goal still been absolutely insane. 142 appearances for us now. He's 28 years old, so he could be with us for another 10 years easily. El Aki, might change his name. He started at right back and right centre back for the last few games, alongside Jäger, who continues to be that ball playing defender. Now his attributes have massively dropped over the last season. He was a very solid ball playing defender as a stopper, and with his 6'3" height, he just fitted really well. He's dropping off massively, so this might be one of the positions where I do look to change. He is wanted by Egersons and Malmo, and he does have a high value of up to 5.4 million. Now Sundra is still wanted, and clubs are still sniffing around him, but I just want to hold on to him. He's not a world-class looking central defender, but he did come through the academy. Henriksen, a right wing-back, so I think he's developing nicely. He's only 18, doesn't turn 19 until just before start next season. If them attributes continue to go up in the correct areas, he's going to be a very good right wing-back. Then Nielsen played the end of the season after Anderson left us. 21 years old, Danish. I do think he's a very solid player. In the middle, we have Kodda, who is just an insanely good playmaker. Really, really good. Playing alongside Niemeyer, who, again, 22 years old. It feels like he's been in this journey for a long time. But no, 22 years old. Then in attack midfield, we have Zadro, who is interested in sticking around now. I do think we'll negotiate a new contract with him because he is a goal and assist machine. And Yanti played the last game of the season due to some injuries, who as well is developing nicely and has signed a new deal now. He's been with us for 4 years, and he's just good. He plays right wing back, he plays left wing, attacking mid, striker. He's played some games centre. You can see here, 23 games of wing back, 12 games in attacking mid, 4 in centre mid, 1 at left wing and 1 a striker. He's so versatile. And Strumman actually played the last game of the season up top because we had a bit of an issue. Where is he? Let me show you. So Alaman, I'm going to say this is lucky, picked up, he's out for another 8 to 11 weeks. He picked up a 4-month injury near the end of the season. And let's just be happy that it was near the end of the season because, yeah, he's developed into quite a good player, hasn't he? Quite a good player. As we move into next season, this is the type of screen. I just want to see if we can move a few players onto the peak, and maybe 1 or 2 experienced players in over the season, because I just think if we want to push on in the Champions League, I think we do need a bit more depth in these areas. Because yes, we have some very solid players. Guttlesrod, for example, I think will be moving over onto here to next season because he's 26. 107 games for us now. If we look, only played 75 for Egerson. So he's by far played more for me now at Lillestrøm. He is also our captain and just a stalwart of this squad, to be honest with you. I think he's probably going to move over into peak as well for next season. But we have a lot of 21, 22-year-olds. A few of these move over into peak. We start to become a team ready to win things. Now, yes, we won the Europa League. I want the big one. I want my second Champions League. How far we are with Lillestrøm? Don't know. I think a couple of seasons. I think maybe a redevelopment of our defensive line might be needed just to take us over the line. I do think that could be a potential thing. But I'm pleased with how we're looking and I'm excited with how we're looking. So we're going to continue to push on. Positive is the club vision is they don't want us to sign young players anymore. They want to sign high reputation. The Spurs still want us to develop the youth system and they're still devastated that we've not done it. We have done it. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman. This was the 2050 season. And I'll see you for 2051.